Well, let me know if you guys can see and hear me, because it's not showing. There's something really going on with StreamYard today, folks. I think we all saw what happened to Ginger. And yeah, if you can see me, let me know. All right. Well, because I can't even get on to StreamYard on my phone. So we had a power blip. We're in between storms right now, so we'll give it a shot. I don't know how long I'll be on, but we'll see what we can do. So, good day, Jerry. Number one, Jerry's wheeling in here, and we've got my good friend Kevin from Tuber Chat. He's was in here. That is one busy man. Who else we got? We've got Lee. I didn't see you on Friday. Go back, have a look at Friday's live. I announced that the train has been released. I've only got 3 seats left out of 35. So if you and Carolyn would like to, I will not take anybody else until I hear back from you. If you want to go or not. That way there. Just give me one sec. Why is this? Now it's not. Okay, there we go. Tipper Chat. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Kevin gifted a membership. And he's been a member for 8 months. Thank you, Kevin. Truly appreciate that. So yeah. Squirrel. Focus. Now that I let Lee know about Friday, I was going to send you an email today anyways, Lee, if I hadn't seen you. See if you were all right. Because I have not seen you. I was going to do it yesterday, but I ended up having an accident yesterday. So, really sore today. And we'll just see how long I can keep sitting up. My truck was in park. And I got out because I knew the hose. I've been going down to the fruit tree and then up to the garden because it's been so hot and dry. And it jumped out at park and went into reverse and ran me over. I've got, you could see right on my leg where it ran me over. And my shoulder's all bruised up, all cut up on my elbow. But anyways, let's just say the good Lord looked after me because I don't have much strength because of my spinal operation in my arms anymore. Is that Kyle Gilbert? Sounds like. Oh. Amazon. And I was able to hang on. I was able to jump up, grab onto the wheel, and lift myself off the ground, or it would have ran me over from stem to stern. And I was able to throw myself away from the truck, and it just ran over my bottom to mid calf. anyways, my lower back is killing me, but it is what it is. Still here to talk about it today, because at one point yesterday, I was making it right with the good Lord because it was going to run over my head. And like I say, I still don't know to this day how I was able to lift myself with my weak arm. And I was able to hold myself up for about a minute till I could regain my composure to come up with a game plan. And thank goodness I'd parked back far enough. If it wasn't for the basketball net, that's what stopped my truck, was the basketball net. Or it would have ran over my chest. So let's just say, praise God. But I know there's no other explanation than another entity or power to be able to do that. So, anyways, it is what it is. Hey, Lala, entertainment and more with DJ, Arlene, of course, Fisherman 506, Leah Carolyn, Butler Family Farm, Teresa Jukowicz. Who else am I missing? And of course, Kevin Tour Chat. And then we got Miss Lisa. I was unsupervised. I was just back from a luncheon with another batch of first year residents. And yeah. Jerry, I was already to the back of the truck and back again before it kicked into gear. Don't know. I can't explain it other than the good Lord was there to, it ain't my time, because it should have been yesterday. So, absolutely, Reverend. Yes, sir. And it truly, 10-4, Remy. And on top of all that, we are probably heading down to New Brunswick in the next few weeks. So, of course, I will have to go out for dinner with my brother Remy. Not what we had planned, but it's what God has given us. Debbie's mom is going into a old age home. And they called us Tuesday and said that she would have to be in next Wednesday. Well, Debbie works today till 9. She's got appointments tomorrow that she can't give up. I've got stuff that I was able to move around and whatever, but it's another hit on the old pocketbook to go down there. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. But anyways, it is what it is, and you gotta do what you gotta do. And all I can say is we just got a call that, so my mother-in-law was 1 or 2, and the lady that was supposed to be number 1 asked for 24 hours to see if that's truly what she wanted. And she did end up taking it. So in the long run, It was such a blessing for us because I don't know if I can drive 13 hours right now. I would have. Absolutely would have. But it, yeah, they just don't care. And it's like, it is what it is. They know that there's such a backlog, they don't have to wait. So it would have been just a fast trip down. Try to get rid of, she's allowed to bring a chair. What is a bed and a chair, but they supply a bed if you want. And she's like, well, so even, she's over 80 and she's being forced to make these life-changing decisions in minutes. So it's pretty tough on her, but it is yeah, it is what it is. And yeah, called Remy this morning and was like, we might be meeting up here next week or on the weekend. And I have to be back. Is it next week? I've got a police conference. I don't. I've even lost what day it is. Yeah. So Procrastination Thursday next week will be done on the road. We'll be heading towards Toronto. So it's about a 3-hour trip. So why not jump in the truck and go on a tour with you guys? Bring yous along. We'll go on a road trip. And yes, everyone who wasn't in Ginger's, please pray for Jesse that he gets his head straightened around. Like, he put through, Miss Lisa gone through hell. She had to look in one ear and she could see out the other because there ain't nothing in between. Oh, that lady deserves a medal. But the reason there is nothing in between is because she keeps hitting him. I say get it on video. It'll go viral. I even sacrificed that I would video it for her. Just saying. The offer's always open, Miss Lisa. That's one thing I've never had is vertigo. Miss Lisa, if you call Debbie or shoot her a text or Instagram, there is a way. Both she's had it and both the girls have had it. And you get Jesse to lay on the bed and I'm not even going to go through the procedure that she does, turning the head, but turn it quick. It puts him through hell for seconds, but within a day it's gone. And that's without any medication. So I'd ask her, but she's already gone to work now. So and she's there till 9 o'clock. So if you just shoot her a messenger post, it's something. Yeah, I don't even want to say it because I don't want anybody to try it and hurt themselves. But I know all three girls have done it. Usually, I'm going to say at the most 3 treatments, and it's gone. It clears it up. And yes, Jesse, it is a buildup, mostly caused by buildup of fluid on the inner ear. And the way that Debbie moves the head quickly is it reopens the drainage tube behind your eardrum, and whew, yeah, and it drains it. So, like you say, give Miss Debbie a call. She's at work till 9, or shoot her Messenger. She's always on Messenger at work. So, and yeah, she can tell you the steps on how to do it. It's no. I would never give anybody tell them to do an alignment without a doctor. No, this is just strictly movement of the head. Because Debbie's had it 2 or 3 times. She's went in and she's had it done. She's done the girls. She knows how to do it. And it's not an alignment. It's some kind of, goodness gracious. What's going on, Johnny? No bacon and eggs? You mean Christine hasn't made you breakfast yet? Hey, Beth. Or Neil, whoever's logged in under that account. And we got Johnny. And we got Miss Linda. Of course, Jesse. Scotty's in here. I think I got everybody. Bud Files. Now, Reverend, did I see that you need... How many did you say you needed there? Trying to find it. I think he said he needs 13. Is that 13 to be monetized? Let us know, Reverend. Oh, I did see Miss Rebecca. There she be. I bet you she's probably crocheting. Just saying. So yes, Reverend Dream, if you're not subscribed, then he's 13 away. Can we do it? We got 20 in here. Come on now. And I'm not telling you just to go over. If you're not going to give him the watch hours, he just doesn't want a fake, or not a fake, but just a like. Whoa. My screen just went bloop. Now it's back. Go watch a couple videos. If you enjoy the content, give them a like. Let's see if we can get them over the 1K today. And the pennies keep rolling in. I don't know if you've been eating, Johnny, but I think you've been drinking. And you don't drink. Oh, boy. Well, that's it. A lot of people worry about the 1,000, but it's the 4,000 that's hard to find. Oh my goodness, Miss Rebecca. Oh, sorry, she's knitting. Oh, okay. I got you now, Johnny. I thought maybe you were out with the cows. I've been so busy that when did they go to auction? Or did they at the beginning of the week? Like I said, it's just been a whew. Just subbed the Reverend Dream. Thank you, Lila. I know he thanks you. Yeah, sure. But oh, okay. Hopefully people saw that he was going to be a good bull, because he's a good looking bull. I know, and and Gordon went to freezer camp. Poor Gordon. Oh man, yeah, Barney. Well, we don't know if hopefully somebody bought Barney to keep him going. On a small herd, he'd be perfect. But old Barney's, he was starting to get a little bit older. He was getting up there about 7, 8. So, and I actually counted the herd last night, and we're well over double where we were last year. So I got to go pick out one of the ones that I'm going to send to freezer camp. I'll probably send them in February. Well, send them. We do all our own processing. Johnny bought a trailer. Yes, I saw that. Like I said, guys, I'm about a week behind in videos. If I haven't caught a live, I sent Terry and Mike a message last night, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. This is going to be week 3 that I forgot about you, or not forgot about you, but didn't get to your live. But I was able to go in and listen to most yesterday. I couldn't focus enough to reply to people, but anyways, it is what it is. What else was I going to say? Ooh, she be getting dark here again. Second round coming in. I haven't heard any booms yet, but actually, I see a boom. Boom!
Howdy.
Get me, Johnny. Well, I'm just waiting for Terry to send me an email. And we've had some more people sign up, so I'm trying to get we've had some people drop out, and we've had some people sign up.
So when you say that,
we don't even know the ones that dropped out. So
okay.
Brenda's nephew and his wife were coming. I don't even know who they are, and apparently they've backed out. So, like I said,
do you hear an echo?
No.
Okay, it's on my end then.
You got your phone? You got another device going?
I don't have anything on. It's just we noticed last night. It's not echoing right now, but it was earlier.
Okay.
Last night we were talking on a backstage of a live, and it was on Brian's live, and there was just echo after echo.
Oh wow! Well, Jesse just said he doesn't hear an echo.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, Jerry says he hears an echo.
He hears
but that just could be Jerry, but you know.
Well, I don't hear it now. So
No, I don't hear it.
okay.
Oh, Linda said that she hears it. Jerry hears it. Miss Lisa hears it.
Do you hear it now? That's what's important. Do you hear it right now?
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, Jerry said he only heard it whenever you first came in.
Okay.
And
Cool.
I'm with Jesse. I don't hear an echo.
I told you I was wearing that same shirt, Lisa. Just
Yeah,
basically, it's the men's version of that shirt that you
I
have
was
on.
gonna say you haven't got Miss Lisa.
Well, she's right. She, you know.
Yeah. I got New Orleans.
You got New Orleans on.
I got New Orleans.
Yeah.
That was an amazing trip that Jesse and Lisa and Danny and Terry and Debbie and I. Oh, we had a blast. An absolute blast.
Linda said there's background noise there. Yes, Christine was running water over here. The dryer.
I heard Christine running the water, but I figured it was Chris. Either you were peeing on the floor or Christine was running the
No,
water.
it was Christine running the water. Basically sitting in the breakfast nook in our house. So it kind of gets, you know, the utility room is right there and the kitchen is just right next to me right there. So anyway, so
what's
how's your week been, Scott?
What's that?
How's your week been?
Well, it was good till yesterday afternoon. I ran myself over with the truck.
You ran the what?
I ran myself over with my truck.
You ran yourself over with your truck?
Yeah.
I don't doubt it, guys. I don't doubt it. I watched a guy sit on a video and just sit there and take a knife and just cut himself. I mean, just, you know, he just did it. I mean, I
still have that scar.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. I watched him do it. I mean, it was the craziest thing ever. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, it's like
I don't hide stuff on video.
he wasn't trying to, but he just did because
well, Jesse said it was
this
sharp.
wasn't matching up to what this was.
And it was funny because I was not rehearsing, but I was playing earlier, and I'd flip it over and pretend. And well, I forgot to flip.
He forgot to flip it over there.
But for some reason it jumped into gear. I was already to the back of the truck, saw that I wasn't on the hose, and I was put my one leg up into the truck, and it kicked into reverse and threw me under the truck. And I was able to grab onto the steering wheel with my weak arm and lift myself. I guarantee I can't do that. So there was another power that lifted me up into that truck, because it would have ran right over my back, my head. I wouldn't be
Was
here.
it what truck was it?
My Dodge.
Your Dodge is an automatic.
Yeah.
Had it
It was in park and it kicked in. They did some transmission work to it the last time it was in. And now this is the second time this has done it to me. So I'm thinking that it's time. It's not in warranty anymore, so it's going to cost me a bloody fortune. But it's better than running yourself over.
Wow.
Yeah, so my wife was
sounds like a linkage issue, but you know, it sounds like it's just not either the park pawl is kicking out inside the transmission, or the it's a linkage. I mean, it's it's a cable operated system, so I mean, it could just be out of adjustment a little bit.
Yeah,
but
I don't know, but man,
I've dealt with that kind of stuff before, but not on like a brand new truck.
Well, it's it's not new anymore. It's a
Well, if it's made in the
but
last 20 years, to me, it's brand new.
all right, then. It's brand new. Oh.
Yep, it's got that new car smell if it's in there 20 years old.
Jesse, there ain't going to be no sage tea here, man. That kills you.
Yeah. We were on Ginger's Live.
Proven fact.
We were on Ginger's Live, and she drank that sage tea. And I don't know if there's any kind of correlation between that, but boy, I just watched things go south from the moment she drank that to the end. So, anyway, but it could have been just totally just normal ginger. It could have been normal ginger going south all the way to the end too, but it did. It from that moment forward, it just go back and watch it, guys. Yeah, you'll see what we're talking about.
Exactly. And there's me, and then there's the female version of me, my sister Ginger. Oh man.
Yeah, I loved it whenever the live didn't end at the end. When she didn't end it, she just got up, started moving.
She's up. She's adjusting her pants. She's walking outside. And then Jesse's like, "Hello, Ginger." "Oh, hi, Jesse." He's talking away. Still has no idea.
Still has no idea they're still live. Hi. Yeah, it was great.
And then she had she made a comment about thank you to the mods for keeping out the crazy people, and I'm like, missed me. He thought that I meant that she didn't address me.
Oh.
Like, meow. Oh man.
Wow. So but anyway, I saw you were talking to Reverend Dream earlier about being 13 away, I guess 12 away, maybe 11 away now. I don't know.
Yep.
I saw somebody else had subbed after that. Yep. If you've never been monetized on YouTube, it's an interesting deal. And that's hence the reason why I said, and then the pennies come rolling in. It's all about views. It's all about views. You got to get the views. You got to get views. And
especially on a live, you need the check marks and you need the comments. And then you are able, usually on a Thursday live, I'll make about $10.
Well,
Friday, I'm 15, sometimes 20, depending on who my guests are.
Yeah, I never even look at the lives.
Of my videos, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth me to put them out.
Yeah,
I make 3 or 4, like under $1 per video.
Well, see, that's the difference with see, we do lives, but we don't make any money on lives.
Okay.
We make money on videos, and so the don't forget your shorts every once in a while, guys, because a short can just do some amazing things. It really can. I've got some experience with it.
No, it'll bounce, and
you can actually make money on a good short.
Oh yeah. And I've seen Christine putting out a lot with the cows.
Yeah.
On shorts, and I bet you that's really helped her channel too.
Well,
like even for viewership, like she came up that second 1,000 real quick.
Yeah.
But whenever she started doing the shorts.
Yeah, the shorts. Don't discount the shorts, and I'm not talking about just for the subs, because see, once you get to a certain number of subs, the other subs are really just, until you. I like to tell people between 1 and 100,000, you get 1,000, you're there.
Yeah.
The next level is 100,000, because then you actually get somebody down at YouTube that you can call if you have a problem. Also, you're big enough at that point to where they might not think that your 51-year-old wife is a minor, or they might not, might not do anything to you. Even if you have your kid on the tractor doing stuff, they might not do a thing to you because they're looking at you and going, well, they make us enough money on the, revenue.
I
We'll
don't
just
get
ignore that. But this guy over here that's got 1,200 subs, his 51-year-old wife, she looks really young.
I thought that to myself this weekend or last weekend. I watched about 4 or 5 videos of kids under the age of 12 operating equipment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guess
actually
what?
operating, actually working, using stuff.
Yeah.
And nobody says a thing.
No, because they're up over 75,000.
Yeah. If you get
But
that
us little channels who actually make them the money.
They just go, well, there's about 1 million more of those right behind them. So if we slap them on the hand, it's not gonna affect,
And I just don't understand how, they admitted to you, oh, we made a mistake, but we're not going to change it.
Yeah, they admitted she's not a
Who
minor,
does
but
that?
they're still going to leave the child endangerment on there, even though that she's the only person in the entire video.
That's it. She's a grandmother.
And I know we're still talking about this months later, but the thing is I can take a training that would actually remove that warning from my channel, because right now it's a warning. If they said if in one more instance, if I get another child endangerment, then it's a full-on strike.
Yeah.
So but they said I can get rid of this in 90 days if I take basically a little training and answer some questions, basically saying I will never endanger children on my video again. It's kind of the same thing as what they want, what's going to play out in a very well-known trial that we've had happen here in the country lately. If somebody doesn't show remorse for, say, crimes committed, then they have to, then there's a possibility of more repercussions. Well, that's the same thing here. I'm not going to show remorse because I did nothing wrong. And therefore, I'm never going to do the training ever. No. You look, you're going to see that warning on Gillum Farms forever, because I will never admit that I did that wrong, because I didn't do it.
Well, why should you? You didn't do anything wrong.
I mean, I'm not a go along person. There's certain hills I'll die on, and that's one of them. If I didn't do anything wrong, I'm not going to do anything.
Well,
yeah, alleged, Jesse.
Yeah. And that's the worst part is, they want you to take this training, and then, a month down the road,
3 months,
Christine's back on her tractor.
Yeah.
And that AI goes, well, geez, he took that training about child endangerment. Boom, they'll hit you again, and your channel's gone.
That's right.
All the hard work you've put into it.
That's exactly right. They say it takes 90 days after the fact. And like Christine right now, she doesn't want me to video her on the tractor or anywhere, like that. I'm like, yeah, it's really crazy, because she's now 52.
Yeah.
I even told the AI, I said, even if I married her, I said, we've been married for 25 years. So even if I married her when she was born, she still wouldn't be mine.
She'd still be illegal. Johnny, that old cradle robber.
Yes, I allegedly.
Oh, man.
Hey, Glenda, how are you? She said she's having a hard time hearing because of the music.
Yeah,
and Jerry said he did that training. Jerry, did you do the deed that they said that you did?
Exactly. Did you do
and then
what
you
they
took the training, or did you just go along, get along, and just said, well, I'm just going to do it to get rid of it and stuff like that? Because I'm not built like that. There's there's still there's like certain places I won't go because they, rub me the wrong way a little bit. So I'll never I like to use this term. I'll never darken the doorstep again.
Well, they went at me whenever it was actually Jesse said you should record whenever we butchered 2 steers, would have been 3 years ago probably. And I didn't show the deed. I didn't show the bleeding. I didn't, I didn't show anything that wasn't, I figured suitable for, like, it was labeled educational, and
you have a hanging carcass?
What's that?
Did you have a hanging carcass?
Yeah.
Was it
cut in half. It was halved.
Hide off. So it was hide off.
Yeah, it was hide off.
Yeah. They shouldn't have said a word about that.
I was in jail for 6 months.
They should have not said a word about that.
But they put all my stuff. Nobody was getting notifications. My stuff wasn't getting pushed out. And they just I kept getting letters. Take it down. No. I'm a homesteading channel.
Right.
I don't have enough property to have farm animals at the house. That's why they're all over at the farm. I grow and preserve at the house.
Uh-oh. It says stream ended.
What?
That's what Glenda keeps saying. Stream ended, send again. But everybody else is just talking right away.
Well, no, I had sent her the same link as what I sent you earlier, and you're here.
Okay.
Just give me a sec, Glenda.
Oh, yeah. Reverend says we're still rolling. We're good. We're all good.
Yeah, no. Like I
you never know. I mean, Scott is a Canadian channel. He's a Canadian YouTuber. So you never know when the stream's going to end, folks. I mean, it could just end any second because,
hey,
stuff.
If stupid was an Olympic sport, our Prime Minister would be tested for doping.
Oh, man. Well, we're trying to get our own team together. I can tell you down here.
Don't worry, you guys are right with us.
We're getting our own team together.
Go Brandon, go Sparkle Fox.
I mean, I Canada is a little bit ahead of us on it, but I think we're getting.
Oh, you guys follow.
I think we're up and comers, guys. I really do.
You guys are right on our heels.
It won't be long, guys. We'll catch y'all.
G'day, Jason.
I think we only got one thing. Do you guys tell me, constitutionally speaking, Canada? Yep. I'm not familiar with Canadian Constitution or anything like that. Do you have freedom of speech?
Yes.
Okay. So the one thing that we do have in our Constitution that Canada doesn't have
is number 2.
Yeah, it kind of protects all the rest of the stuff. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jason.
Somebody might send a super chat anytime now.
Yeah. This was going to get me down to New Brunswick. I guess I'm not going now.
I'm at the XXX drinky drink place, Jesse. And then what's that? SOLLKK?
I don't know if I should be letting her up here.
Oh, my God.
Glenda's into the moonshine. We're in trouble.
Oh, my.
Especially if she.
No wonder the link didn't work for her because she's over here going.
She's as spinny as Jesse is right now. They get along great.
Yeah, her and Jesse, neither one of them better be driving right now.
Hey,
Oh my goodness.
I can go out front and my my oils that I make for my nighttime sleeping stuff. I forgot to order my plants this year. So my favorite son-in-law brought me two. I gotta get them planted tonight.
You know,
so the fluorescent green things you see growing in my garden, don't ask questions.
Yeah, the other day I was walking into a convenience store and there was a full on, somebody had dropped a full marijuana leaf. It was laying right there on the just right where you walk in. And I know the leaf isn't anything, but it's like I look down at it, I go, "Yep, this is where we're at, guys. We're here." so
we're
outside the smoky
we're legally
moonshine.
allowed 5 or 6 plants now in Canada.
Oh yeah,
and that gives
out all kinds of stuff here, and you can tell
by
people drive.
Oklahoma meth is almost it's a misdemeanor now. Like it's unbelievable.
That's what I'm saying.
Dear, I'm scared.
Oh, literally outside.
See, what did I say? let me prove to you, gentlemen. I really am. Like, I'm sitting here watching that. And then look.
Told you she'd be around moonshine.
Yeah, and then if I need to eat, I'll go over and see Paula Dean.
Oh. So where are you at?
Or maybe I can go to Margaritaville and stay there. Because it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, she's in Kentucky at.
No, I'm in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I'm at the island.
Or Tennessee.
Yeah, so I can barely hear, so I don't want to be on too long. So I don't want, somebody give Scott at least $10 because in the background.
No, we can't hear any music from you.
And then, hey, Aunt Lynn, scooch in. Aunt Lynn.
Howdy.
Hi there.
Hi, Aunt Lynn.
How are you?
Are you into the moonshine too?
That's right. I just wrote, we're in Pigeon Forge. No, we went to, it's called Tennessee Stud. They're a hard cider place.
Oh,
okay.
Here, I'll show you. And I may have had a drinky drink to go home with, but that's okay. So this is the island. I'll flip the camera.
When do you go home? Tonight?
I go home tomorrow.
Okay.
And then sorry. That's not it. Whale sugar. All right. Okay. What are we saying?
Yeah. She had some of that sage tea this morning. I'm telling you.
This is where I went. Tennessee Stud Cider Company.
Oh.
Okay.
Pass the jar.
Yeah. Here we go.
Wow.
Look at the chandelier. I mean, it says welcome.
Now, you showed Aunt Lynn. Where's Mother?
We have a wedding in the family, so she had to go on.
Oh. Okay.
Not on Dave's side of the family.
Oh, on Dave's side. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we should go see if I can find that chicken egg, because last year I was here and there was a chicken egg. I took a walk.
Okay, let's go for a walk.
Let's go for a walk. I'm not even playing. Last year I came over here and I looked down, Aunt Lynn was standing next to me and I went, wait a second, that's an Easter egg. Picked it up, sure enough, it was a chicken egg. Next to this restaurant. I'm not going to say the name of it, but it's this restaurant.
Well, I can almost see it.
Oh,
almost.
Wait. I'll hang out with him. Hang on.
Oh, yeah. You're going to hang out with
There we go.
I can't. What does it say? Turn a little bit.
Well,
The
I'm
other
trying
way.
not to get people in there. Here we go. This way.
Oh, okay. Dick's last resort. I'll say it.
And it shouldn't have been like, it makes you worry
For
about
Richard's
eggs.
last resort.
Yeah, and
Perfect.
chickens. There was a chicken egg. Let's go see if there's one over here.
Uh-oh.
You never
Have you
know.
seen any chickens?
At Hatfields and McCoy, the show there, they've got them.
Oh, okay. Oh, hang on, I muted you.
Uh-oh.
Okay, now you're back.
So that egg was right down in here last year.
Oh, wow. Okay. Cool.
Nope, it probably went over to the restaurant. And
That was fried chicken already.
Yeah. So we're just having a good time, girls. Hey, girls, trip in progress.
Oh, nice.
I made my shirt. See, girls, trip in progress.
Yeah.
Smoky Mountains. So we're just having a good time. Girls trip. I've got my sister and my niece here.
That's awesome.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
I didn't know your niece was there too. I knew your sister was there.
Yeah, I had one of my sisters, and then one of my nieces is here.
Yeah, that is so awesome.
Yeah. And then I do this all over again. So I'll be here next week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we're bringing my family down, Sir Grace and most of my kids. And
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the grandbaby. It's their first time, all of them, for coming down. Not Sir Grace, but kid-wise.
Well, that looks like a really neat place.
It does.
It is. It's a lot. Now, this is just one thing. There's so much to do in this area. We're staying in Gatlinburg.
Mm-hmm.
We're up in the mountains. So,
well, go.
Nice and quiet.
She actually did a live this morning.
I did.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I need to go watch it.
Just a few minutes, not anything major. But it's our view from our area where we're at.
So, what's the temperature like right there today? Oh, it's pretty hot today. Muggy.
Yeah, I don't know what the temperature is, but it's muggy.
Okay.
But it's a lot of fun. I mean, I don't know. You don't really think about the heat, but it's nice.
I'd think about it. I'm telling you, I'd be thinking about it. I always think about the heat.
To be honest with you, there's so many like shows and things to go to see. There's museums. The Titanic Museum is here.
Okay.
East is here. If you're into, my daughter-in-law is big into criminal justice, so they're gonna go see the Alcatraz East.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know. There's the Upside Down House, the Wonderworks Upside Down House. Or you can go to the Smoky Mountains, and there's a place called Cades Cove, Cades Cove. Don't go on a Wednesday unless you're bringing your bicycle. But it is just a really pretty drive. There's a lot of homes back in there. People don't live in there anymore.
Yeah, is Dollywood there?
Dollywood is 15 minutes from my house, where we're at. Yep.
Wow.
Dollywood just opened up a new attraction, and it has all of her costumes and outfits and wigs and jewelry in there. They literally just opened that a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, we're about 15 minutes from it. Actually, standing right here, I'm more like maybe 10.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So there's just a lot to do. You can go zip lining. You can bring water down the river.
Aunt Lynn wants you to go show the starting.
The what?
Aunt Lynn said, Glenda, show the starting.
The show is starting.
Oh, the water show. Oh, thank you, Aunt
Lynn. You better get it.
Right?
Get her done.
I'm hurrying. I'm coming through, Aunt Lynn. Look, there's toys here, and there's over there. Oh yeah, they are. Let me. I can't figure out how to flip the camera, so I'm just gonna turn it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can hear music now.
Okay, let me.
Yeah, you have to be careful with the music.
There you go. She muted, so we can watch it.
Yeah, you have to be careful with music on these things.
Yep. I should be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're solo. There we go. That's really neat how they do it to the sound of music and all the water. And
Yeah.
someday I wouldn't mind to go down there.
Yeah. One day I was videoing and I was in a car wash,
Oh,
and
jeez.
and I was just videoing away. I mean, I wasn't on a live. I was just videoing, and then I realized that they were playing like actual, music. Not like first run stuff. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the actual stuff that gets you demonetized. And so I just had to redo that because I couldn't, there wasn't any way I could show that or
Yeah, I'm just trying to do it.
change the sound.
There. So if I go like, there we go.
There you go. Yeah,
Yes,
you're
I
muted.
don't want you
muted.
getting dinged. Do you want me to keep it off?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
don't worry about
you
it.
better.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I guarantee if I got a one for a thunder strike, a thunderclap. Yeah. A thunderclap. And one of mine got me a deal because actually somebody had used a thunderclap in a song
And copyrighted it.
and copyrighted it. And so a thunderclap got me.
That's what I said. She said, "Do you want it? You might as well just let the music play because I think I'm gonna be demonetized on it anyways." Yeah. Actually, if it's that hot out there, they're probably got really good seats. They're probably getting the spray off the water.
Yeah, you get downwind of that deal. Certain times of year you get downwind of it, and other times of year you get upwinded of it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I
something,
got
Rob.
splashed for you guys. That's like true commitment.
Hey, that was
And
awesome.
I just said that to Johnny. I'm like, she's probably getting cooled down from all the.
So
Yeah.
Rob said that he had an issue with a video years ago where he was underwater working on a boat, and they claimed the bubbles from his regulator was a song.
Wow.
He caught it, and it was restored. But see, that was years ago, Rob. I guarantee you can't beat it now because AI is what checks all that stuff, and AI can never be wrong, Rob. Never can be wrong. So even if they're wrong, they can't be wrong.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Bye, Tony.
Now she's dancing, guys. We're in trouble.
Oh, no. If Joey was here, he could tell me what you're saying because he reads lips. Oh, you got it to flip. We finally figured it out.
Now she's left poor Aunt Lynn all alone again.
She got it to flip, though.
Yes, she did.
Yeah. So everybody just sits out there in chairs and watches
I
water.
guess so.
Cool. My dad, we went to Yellowstone back in 72. First time we ever went. And my dad swore up and down. I mean, we could not make him believe that they didn't actually have those geysers plumbed. They were actually doing that with plumbing, actually turning it on at a certain time and letting it do that and then turning it back off and stuff. He just could not fathom that was actual nature,
You know what, though, Rob? Unfortunately, it's going to take somebody with a lot of money to sue them.
Yeah, it's
Or,
gonna take.
like air bubbles. Like, how the heck can they monetize, or, how can you register air bubbles?
Yeah, somebody needs to sue them because,
Yeah.
like I said, my wife is nowhere near a minor, and they took that thing completely down. And
Yeah.
and what's funny, guys, is it was a short that was a remix off of a video that I did, and the video is still up and doing just fine. But the short, they got rid of it. I was like, really? That's the only reason I really did. I mean, I got mad about it, but
All right, before the music comes on, I'm going to say goodbye.
All right.
all right,
Okay,
Glenda.
Bye.
Bye, Glenda. Thanks for
Toodles.
coming in.
Shut
Ah.
down.
There. Well, it's kind of there. Yeah.
Now, if Jesse's head isn't spinning now, I don't know what'll do.
Bye, Lila.
Yes. Lila's on the way out. Tony's in here now. Rob's in here. I think that's all the new people. Oh, Troy Sutton's here now.
Yeah.
Hey, Troy.
Actually, Tony's gone again.
Oh, Tony's gone again?
Yeah, he came in. I guarantee he came in for lunch or something, and then he run right back out.
Yes.
He does that. I mean, he will work outside all day there at their place, and
Absolutely.
with the animals and the.
Have
and
you
all
ever
that
seen
stuff.
the gardens that man has and the animals and everything's pristine?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
the grass is just that high everywhere. The flowers have blossomed beautifully, and looks like he just scrubbed his animals, and man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have.
But he just can't sit and do nothing.
Yeah, I've got to do. That's something I got. It has rained almost every day or at night here.
We broke.
We
broke Jesse.
Yeah. Jesse's broke.
Yeah.
So,
not sure what's cooking. Howdy.
Howdy. So, but yeah, I got to do all of that stuff. I got to do the weed eating, the mowing. I've got a bunch of spraying I've got to do around here, and yeah, it's on. It's going to be on. I think I'm going to do it tomorrow. I think
ours was going dormant from the heat, but
your
now
grass?
oh yeah.
Wow.
My grass was already starting to go brown.
No kidding.
And, it's been dry, and well, I don't think we've had any rain in over a month except for today now.
Oh.
And yeah, it's crazy. Now we've had a beautiful rain, just a light drizzle, so it's going to soak in. I'll guarantee you by the weekend the grass will grow 3 inches.
Yeah.
So hopefully I have an all right day tomorrow. I'd rather do it tomorrow than on the weekend because I've got to go look after the animals this weekend because Rob has gone to a music festival. So
yeah,
I'm looking after all the chickens and turkeys. And did I ever get in a fight with a hen last night? She's gone broody and I kicked her off her nest. She was screaming at me. Oh my good God. And the eggs, honest to God, I thought I could have cracked them and had like hard-boiled eggs. They were so hot.
You didn't want to let her hatch them? Or you don't have a rooster?
We don't have a rooster anymore.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Forget that.
Oh, yeah. So she could have sat there for 100 years.
We had
she was stealing all the other eggs. She'd pull them underneath her. She had over a dozen under her yesterday.
We had a
Well,
hen.
Mm-mm.
We had a hen go broody here, but we do have roosters.
Okay.
So, she was in there with them, and every once in a while, she'd get on. When she'd get up, she would try to go back to the same nest, but another chicken would be on, in there or something like that. So she would sit on the eggs next to it,
Jeez.
so she, and I felt so bad for her. So we took her out and we put her in her own coop and we put eggs under her, that one she'd been sitting on. We put them under her and she stayed, boy, she was just as happy as she could be like that. She was by
Yeah.
herself. She'd get up like one time a day and go get a drink real quick and grab a bite to eat. And she'd go right back to her nest. Well, she hatched off 4 chicks, and they're doing great out there. I mean, they're out there jumping around. I've watched her do things with. I tell you what, a chicken can raise chicks way better than we can raise chicks. I guarantee
absolutely.
it, because she has taught these little chicks that are this tall how to get plumb up on the roost, which is like inside that coop. It's like 3 feet off the ground. She has got that. I mean, it's amazing. You go out there and there's chicks this tall sitting on that roost 3 feet off the ground, and they're just cheep, cheep, cheep. And so be back shortly. I need to go check my cams, trying to see if the bears are moving to the area or not. Okay. You need some of those cellular cameras unless you don't have any cell service up there. Probably don't have any cell service.
Yeah, actually, he's got fairly not that bad cell service up there.
I'd get cellular cameras then. That way you don't have to put your scent all through the area and stuff like that. I mean, that's a game changer for me on the deer, because I don't have to traipse through there until I'm ready to go hunting. But I know what's coming through.
Yeah. Well, he's got a moose in around the house now. Yeah. So like I keep saying, feed it nice. That'd be some good eating.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, no, it's
I've never had moose before.
Oh, so moose would be, it's a tastier beef and a leaner beef.
They don't call it venison.
No, that's deer.
I mean, now, I know, but they call other stuff venison other than deer.
Really? Oh, that's the only thing we call up here venison is deer.
Okay. So I'm not sure.
I'll try to have some steaks, Jesse, or a roast whenever you come up.
Yes. Boy, I tell you what, that moose meat would be something I would be into trying for sure.
Yeah.
I've had elk, and elk is really good.
Well,
it's kind of a venison. Elk is not. It's not like beef.
No.
And it's not exactly like deer. So it's different, but it's like I consider it a sort of type of venison. Elk.
Yes, except it hasn't got the silver tallow.
Oh yeah, it does. But
not quite as bad, or the stuff that I had tried didn't.
Yeah.
Now
I got an elk.
Oh yeah.
I had to butcher it out and everything, and it's got the same stuff that deer's got. But
Jesse, elk is very lean. Well, because they're pretty much a plant-based diet. In the
moose
bush.
meat is called venison, Beth says. So I thought all
I
of
don't
the.
know. We got moose up here. We don't call it venison, so.
I know, but I know they just call it moose meat, but they don't call it beef either. So
no,
beef is a I think it's a cattle buffalo type thing. And I think that venison is basically all the things that grow. I think beef is the horned, but then you go into the goats. What is a goat? You know, what kind
Goat
of meat
meat.
is goat meat?
That's what we call it, goat meat.
So, yeah.
Um,
Jesse, you can throw. He can
well,
check it
Jesse
out.
said that elk is a mix between a deer and pork. I wouldn't
I
get.
think he was talking about the meat was kind of the texture was between deer and pork.
Oh, okay, possibly.
But I like the way he spelled deer. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, DE ER. Moose and deer are members of the
Yeah,
current.
they're the largest member of their family. That's correct.
Yeah, but a moose, it's got the same texture as beef. It's just got a little bit different taste. If if I was to do up a moose roast and a beef roast, Johnny, you might be able to tell me the difference, but I'd say about 75 to 80% of the people could not tell me the difference between the two. And I've actually caught my father. He thought he was having just a normal beef roast. And he's hunted moose, he's cleaned them, he's eaten them,
That would
all his
almost
life.
that would almost be disappointing.
But he,
You know what? I mean, if you
well,
if you can't tell the difference between moose and beef,
it costs, except for and it's the way I marinate too, right? So
well, yeah,
if you're just right up but I have to for the rest of my family, except for Kyle, they won't eat it.
they won't eat moose.
No. Mackenzie, if she doesn't know what it is, no problem. Debbie is a hard no, and my middle one is a hard no. And they can almost smell the difference. Now, I did trick Debbie, but if I do it just with salt and pepper, she picks it out right away.
Wow.
But again, I prefer it, but yet I prefer Highland cattle over beef as well because of the taste, the leanness. Highland beef is the only red the only red meat that is endorsed by the Heart Institute and the Stroke Association for a beef that you can eat in moderation and it won't harm you.
Oh, I eat as much beef as I want, and I guess I
Oh,
ain't
me too. Trust me, I eat my beef. That's what I'm having tonight. Barbecue steaks. Highland steaks, that is.
So, all right. Now we're talking. We gotten into this discussion, so we're going to have to go.
Yep.
We're going to have to go a little bit deeper.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Deer will taste different, but depending upon what they've been eating, for sure. Like if you go out and you get a corn-fed deer, say from Illinois or Iowa or something like that, it's going to taste quite a bit different than a deer that is taken right here, say on Gillum Farms, which is an acorn deer. It's eats acorns all the time.
Absolutely.
And browse and things like that. Some clover things like of that nature. So I have actually gone out to Western Oklahoma and harvested deer that they ate wheat. I mean, they were on the wheat. And I'll tell you what, that was some really good deer meat. And they had no acorns whatsoever out there. So it's just a different what they eat. Now, moose are pretty much, my understanding is they're probably going to have pretty much the same thing to eat.
Swamp donkeys.
Now, I'm not sure about where Scott's at as far as you guys have moose, right? in
Oh,
your
yeah.
area? Okay. So I'm not sure if a moose right there where Scott is going to taste the same as one like where Rob is, because I don't know if they have something different things to eat between.
Absolutely. Now, Rob and I would be a lot closer than, say, if there was a moose down where you were, right? Because you guys have more nuttier trees
Yeah.
than what we do. Up here, I won't harvest anything in the spring of the year whenever you've got a bud, like if there's a deer killed on the road, and you happen to be there, I'll leave it in the ditch because it'll get a buddy taste in the spring of the year and I won't eat it. Now, my deer tastes 10 times the difference because one of our hunting spots is an apple orchard. And yes, you can. You taste the apple.
Difference.
You taste the apple in the meat.
It's just like beef. Okay.
Yeah.
If you have a grass-fed, grass-finished animal, it's going to taste different than a grass-fed, grain-finished animal.
Amen.
And so you get your, grass. What we've been told, and what we've come to learn is grass is for growing, grain is for finishing. You grow your animal on grass, you finish it on grain. Grain's what puts the marbling in the meat.
Yes.
Which the marbling is the flavor of the meat.
Let me know if this gets too loud. I just have to print off a thing here from NCL.
Okay.
Should be okay, but if it gets too loud, just let me know.
Moose meat is gamier, Wanda says. And Jesse said bit gamier than elk.
It's not, well, I grew up on like deer, moose. I don't think it's gamey whatsoever.
It's all in the preparation. I'm telling you, a lot of that gamey is in the preparation.
Amen. But usually moose, you've got, it's just, it tastes a little bit different. It really doesn't. I don't know. I don't find there's much of a difference. Rob thinks there may be. Lee said, yes, there is a difference in taste of moose between Creekside and down. Oh, so there you go. So Lee is about 3 hours from Creekside.
I can tell you one thing. I've been deer hunting all around a lot of different ways, and I went deer hunting one time in Arkansas. And we're in Arkansas, and I didn't have any idea how this deer hunt was going to go down. I was invited by a relative. I went over there. Whenever I went, I thought I was just going to be sitting in a tree or on a ridge or something like that, doing just like I do right here. What they did was they took me out there and they dropped me off, and you could hear dogs running everywhere.
Yeah,
and they said,
that's how we hunt.
All right, you're just going to sit here on this ridge, and those dogs are going to run deer through here, and you just, whenever one gets run through here, you shoot it and stuff like. Well, I didn't shoot a deer on that trip. I heard a lot of dogs running a lot of stuff, a lot of places, but one of the other guys did. And I tell you what, we had some of that, and that was the worst deer meat I have ever eaten. And it's because those dogs had run it for like miles. So, yeah, really? It was full of adrenaline, and adrenaline doesn't taste good. No. Whenever a deer gets full of adrenaline, that's the reason why I like calm deer that don't go anywhere, that just come walking up on their own, and they're calm, perfectly calm. and you're not chasing them and stuff like that. All right, Jesse, that's awesome.
Fact finding Jesse. So your mankini, what you're saying is the older you get, the bigger mankini you need.
my going back to that, my grandpa one time, whenever he was a kid, they ate deer and stuff like that. Well, it was deer season, and he was fishing on the lake, and he heard dogs running the hills and hollers all over the other side of the lake over there. So he was waiting, and here comes this deer, and it runs down, and it jumps off in the lake and swims across right to him. Basically, it was a buck, and he ended up killing this buck. And he took that thing home, and he said he totally quit deer meat over this deer because of so much adrenaline through that meat. He said it was just the nastiest thing he had ever had in his life, and he totally quit. He totally.
See, we dog moose, we dog deer. Now we do hang for 14 days.
Yeah. Oh, $4.99 for the music earlier from Glenda.
Thank you, but that's not needed. But I do appreciate it.
Yeah, we don't do any dogging here on stuff here, and
so you just sit in your stand and that's it.
Yeah, they just walk up and they're all calm and cool and collected and everything, and then
okay.
So,
well, we call it dogging, Christine, but we actually send humans through hitting like the big stick and banging it off trees.
Oh, so you're trying to sound like Bigfoot?
Are they going to Sasquatch?
Yeah, we're sounding like the Sasquatch.
Because that's what I hear all the time. I hear that. That's what they've determined. That's how they determine Sasquatch communicates with one another. Is they take a stick and they beat it against a tree trunk. Because there's
maybe I'm the Sasquatch then.
There's a Sasquatch group that gets together over here, and so they think they can communicate with Sasquatch. So they take these like half a baseball bat with them out there, and they're banging it on trees. Well, guess what, guys? Right across the holler, there's somebody else banging on a tree, and then down a little ways further, there's somebody else, and they all come in and tell, "Oh man, I was communicating like crazy with Sasquatch out there. You should have heard it." There was like a whole family of them right over here.
Oh no! Wow.
Aunt Lynn found Bigfoot in Wisconsin last week. Cool. Tara finds one everywhere she goes.
I find one every day in my kitchen.
I mean, there's just yeah. She says she finds one every day in her kitchen. Howdy, y'all. I'm Sasquatch.
I think that's in Tara's glass.
But
just saying.
Yeah, Tara, no matter where she goes, Sasquatch is there. Sasquatch was right down at Tenkiller. Yep, we had Sasquatch there. We had Sasquatch.
I heard about that.
He's right there on the ridge.
Right behind the pavilion. Yeah.
One of the ridges. I guess there's several ridges. Anyway.
Man.
Sasquatch, guys. And but yeah, it's so funny because I'm serious. These guys get over here and they beat on trees, and they all think that they're communicating with Sasquatch when they're actually communicating with each other. I guess
Johnny, we're on a bus and they're listening to us. God,
that's all right. Yeah, we're famous. We're YouTube famous. They have adopted Tara. They follow her. Yep, they've adopted Tara, so they follow her. I'm trying to.
What in the?
She's adopted.
Yes.
They definitely haven't adopted me. I can tell you that because I've been in the woods for a long time. how many times have I come up with anything that remotely makes me think that a Sasquatch is around? Let me count it.
Yep.
But if you guys out there in the chat have seen them and talked to them, and I mean, like some people, I for some reason, my Facebook, I guess because of stuff like this, my phone listens, and all of a sudden it thinks I want to see Facebook groups on Facebook, or Sasquatch groups on Facebook. So I'll read some of that stuff. And I'm like, I mean, there's people going, yeah, there's a family. There's a mom, and she's got like 2 little ones, and then there's dad, and you know he's got extra long brown hair, you know, over this one ear.
Wow.
And you're like, wow. Then it should be real simple for you to just take a picture of them, right? Oh no, you can't take pictures of them.
Oh, not only that, but you just sent me a picture. Glenda's on the short bus.
She sent you a picture of the short bus.
Yeah.
Ah.
Y'all be nice.
Howdy, y'all on the short bus. How you doing?
They're on the short bus.
Found Bigfoot in Branson, Missouri. He was about 5'9". Oh wow.
Yes, exactly. G'day, Jennifer. Oh.
So anyway. So Jennifer, is any Bigfoot like around you up there?
Yeah, it would be somewhere. Well, no, not Bigfoot. Well,
Well, they call them something else somewhere. You know, like.
Well, no. We've got
Sasquatch, Bigfoot, skunk apes. The what do they call them? Boggy. I mean, down here, Arkansas, where's that Boggy Creek monster? Let's see here. Just you name it.
She hasn't seen any, but
my dad said he has seen them. Awesome. Shouldn't be hard to get a picture then.
Yeah, exactly. I want to see the pictures.
Probably, but haven't seen any. Well, if you do, yeah, Yeti, exactly. The abominable snowman, you know, blah, 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 blah. I thought I saw one time, but, you know, it was a buddy of mine. I'll tell you, though, there was a guy over here, and you can rent a Bigfoot suit. You really can. You can rent one. And so, a Rougarou. Okay. So anyway, his son was running trail cameras behind their house. I think they got like 40 acres over there, something like that. So he was running his trail camera. Yeah, I bet there are bears in Tennessee. We have them here in Oklahoma big time. But anyway, so his buddy rented this Bigfoot suit, his dad's buddy, and he rented it for a costume type party around Halloween. Well, this guy's dad told him, he said, I'll tell you what, he said, can you bring that thing out here and walk through down here where my son's trail cameras are? And he did. And those pictures looked absolutely very realistic of what was going on. And he, man, I tell you what, whenever he checked that trail camera, his son and his son is like 20, well, close to 30 now. And he's probably over 30 now. Anyway, he was like calling, So he was calling, what do you call them? The news. He was calling the news. He was going to put this thing on the news.
Oh, jeez.
And I tell you what, his dad finally had to put a shutdown on it because he thought, man, we're gonna get in trouble because we faked this deal. And since we faked this deal, we could probably get in trouble if they find out the fake. So he told son, no, don't get a hold of the news. It was, but it wasn't. It was after it was on Facebook. And his son had to pull down all the Facebook stuff and everything else because they were afraid they were going to get in trouble because it was a big time fake. His son had no idea that it was happening, but it's just one of those things. So, but anyway, no offense to anybody who believes in Bigfoot. I'm just saying I haven't seen one. I hardly see stuff. It all stays in the woods away from people. Bound bears, and I've never seen them, but never see them when they drive by. In 4 years, I saw one bear walk across my yard. That's cool. So, we have bears. It depends upon who you ask around here if we have bears or not. Yes, me, we got bears because I got pictures of them. I mean, I got them. I got pictures of them climbing up the tree stand with me. I got them tearing down all kinds of stuff around here because they're big raccoons is what all they are, guys. But but as far as some people around here that probably don't have any bears.
Really?
No, I mean, they haven't seen them. Now, Black Panther. Oh my God. Everybody's seen a Black Panther. I mean, Black Panthers are like, I guarantee there's got to be a Black Panther every mile here. Got to be. At least maybe more than that.
That just blows me away.
Yeah, but bears, not so much. Even though we got a lot of bears, but Black Panthers, yeah, yep. I seen 5 of them yesterday. Yep.
Oh my God.
What do you
the people that I know that I'm growing very, very thin right now, my patience.
I was going to say you're growing very thin. I was going how do I get on that?
You might be the cause of it.
Right here. I've started drinking lemon water. And
well, I quit Mountain Dew.
I know.
I quit sugar. I quit bread.
I've quit pop.
I quit all that stuff.
I'll probably go like no bread here shortly, probably next week. But for a drink, they say lemon eats away fat.
Oh, is that? I have
10 pounds
about lemon water, but I was like, I really don't like lemons. I mean, I like lemon, but it's got to be like a lemon pie, lemon meringue pie or something.
Yeah, well, so these little packets, they're called pure lemon. It's either lemon or lime. I got the lemon one, and I put 2 lemons in this bottle, and I don't drink near the water, or I used to not drink because I really don't like the taste of water. It don't taste like nothing. Why not have a Dr. Pepper? I'm getting water.
Yeah. So Wendy
I'm also getting half a cup of sugar, but
Wendy at Hard Neck
drinking
Farm.
3 of these a day.
Yeah.
And it's 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 everything. It's just like a lemon wedge that's freeze dried, then put into these or ground into a crystal, and then put into the little packages. And one package is one lemon wedge.
Yeah.
So I put 2 lemon wedges for each bottle, which I'd say they're probably 16 ounces, 2 cups roughly in this bottle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Seems to be working.
Well, that's good. So Wendy said she thinks a snake just got one of her chickens and she just had to bury it.
Oh no.
She said there was a huge snake in the chicken coop, and then she said that she had to bury a chicken that was in there. So apparently she had a snake in there and a dead chicken. So she had to bury the chicken. Sorry to hear that, Wendy.
Hopefully you buried the snake too.
Yeah. You know, I'm telling you,
Once it gets a taste of your chicken.
The next big snake I catch is I'm taking it right to my shop and throwing it in there.
So Christine will go in, or so you'll get your friend.
Well, you know, I caught, you know, here's the deal, Scott. I caught El Rato in the truck, you know, in my truck. I caught a big old rat. Well, yesterday I noticed nibble, some little chewed up stuff in the floorboard again. I was like, oh, really?
Oh, for God's sake.
So I put out the glue last night again, and I caught a mouse about that long. So,
why is it pouring?
Oh, well, awesome. Sound like y'all needed it. So.
Oh yeah, no, we'll take it. We'll take it. But I mean, like, I can hear it on my asphalt shingles. It's coming down that hard.
Wendy, I wish I was this where you're at. I wish I could help you with that. Maybe I can send you a link and you can get on one of my, you know, how do you load videos? Do you load them through a computer or do you load them off your phone? What? I didn't tell her. No, I didn't tell her. It's a little bitty mouse.
Christine's
it wasn't even worth even mentioning. No, it's not. This was a mouse. This wasn't a rat. That other thing was a rat. Rats don't raise mice. Rats and mice really don't actually even get along together that well.
I'll take a mouse over a dirty rat.
Well, this was a field rat. So it was a different deal than what you see in like New York City sewer rats. It's not a sewer rat. It was a field rat.
Okay.
The field rats have blunter tails, smaller ears, and all that good stuff. But
rats and mice are gross.
Well, rats or mice are gross. Yeah, them little bitty mice, they chew up stuff and they make nests and they do all kinds of stuff. But I tell you, it wasn't a rat. Now, that mouse could not chew like my phone charger cord in half like that rat did. I mean, it would take forever for him to chew through it. But that rat chewed through it no time flat. But you meet on YouTube, just a small group of people.
So the people that are signed up to go on the train, call Terry and ensure that you have the $50 discount for your excursions. Actually, don't worry about it. I'll do it from my end because I believe that was part of our whole package. So everybody will have it. I'll go over it with Terry because I'm going to be sitting down the end of next week talking to the girl about our excursion. She called me on Monday and she's like, so we've got it approved. And she said, you can start to, to tell people about it. And I'm like, I already sold over 30 seats. She's like, what? I'm like, hey, down, Trigger. It's only the rain, buddy.
I will have what he mail. Okay.
I will.
That rat was hungry. Yeah, it was hungry, Linda.
Well, if it ate a whole chicken and a laying chicken at that.
No, that wasn't a rat. That was a snake.
Yeah, that was a snake. Yes.
Yeah. So Wendy had a snake. But anyway, back to Wendy. I was going to say, if you are you loading videos off of you load on your iPad? I think
You should be using iMovie if it's on your iPad.
so. Yeah. I was going to say, I mean, sometimes it's because you have a space, you're limited on space. Sorry, I'm having a blinding headache knowing that there are mice, rats, cockroaches, ants, etc. And there's nothing in there. But anyway, so yeah, and there's less every day. Let's just put it that way. So Wendy, I'm telling you right now, if you're having problems getting it to load, it's a saving. Like if you make it in iMovie and then you're trying to save it and it won't save like to your photos after you make the movie, that's a space problem. That's going to be like you don't have enough storage in your phone in order to be able to do that.
Well, she uses an iPad.
Well, it's the same thing.
There's not a whole lot of storage on an iPad.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same deal. So a lot of times you have to go in and delete your old, the ones that you've already made, your movies that you've made, not off YouTube, but out of your device, your iPad, iPhone, same thing, basically, iPad, iPhone. Less every day because they're taking a free ride from Big Red. No, they are not. Tell me how many times you've seen a mouse in this house. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'm still waiting. No, I use up a lot of storage. I delete them after I load the YouTube. The only time I've ever had problems loading off the iPad or the iPhone to YouTube is whenever the storage in the phone was just not enough to do it. Now, as far as loading otherwise, it's going to be on your service, how much service you have. Like Dale tells me horror stories of trying to load videos from their place. Sometimes it'll take 19 to 30 hours, to load a video, 15-minute video or something like that, because
we used to have that issue here.
How horrible the service is. Hey, there's Dale. Just speaking of Dale right there.
Speak of the devil.
Speak it, and here he shows up. So anyway, they have to clear the photos. Then I have to clear the photos, deleted videos. So you need to look and see how much storage you have in your phone. And if you get it to where you have the video made and you're just trying to put it to YouTube and it won't go, then you've got some kind of an issue with your
got it blocked,
Wi-Fi or your cellular service, depending upon which one. $1 million. The missus needs a barn. $1 million. $1 million what? $1 million. I was going to say there ain't going to be no $1 million from YouTube. I can tell you.
You better start doing some stuff for some super chats.
Ain't like Mr. Beast or nothing like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The last one with 30. Dale said the last video was 37 hours of load. You heard it. 37 hours of load.
That's like, and
so Wendy says it's YouTube. Okay, Wendy, it won't be. Well, let's just. I
don't understand how it can be YouTube, because
we all load to YouTube. We all do. So the video I loaded yesterday was almost 30 minutes. We have very, very good service, and it took about a total of, I think, between, for YouTube itself, it took about 20 through 24 minutes to load the video.
Yeah, it's about normal.
So, but that's on fiber optic and everything. So, and that's right off an iMac computer, which has plenty of storage and stuff. So I'm not fighting a storage issue in the phone, like the phone's combating me with storage issues. So when I sign it into YouTube and then get through the process, and then it deletes my video.
Then there's
Okay.
something.
Okay.
They're finding something wrong with your video. That's why.
Well, okay. The other thing that can happen right there is whenever you go into processing a video, is some people are set up to where they have to keep their device awake. Are you keeping that device awake all the way through the period? Because I have had problems before with like my phone. If I was loading a video to YouTube from my phone, if my phone went to sleep, then the upload ended right then. So
if you're loading,
I would have to set my phone to never sleep and just let it run.
Or you can't, like, say you can watch like a live, you can watch YouTube, but if you go to put YouTube into the background and do some work or look at Facebook, boom, it stops the YouTube upload right there. So yeah, it's got to stay in the forefront the entire time. And like Johnny said, it can't sleep.
Yeah. So, and she's saying a red arrow, then it goes back to settings.
So by the sounds of it, she's going to do something and it's going into the background, or it's either going to sleep, it's going to the background.
Yeah, if it ever goes to sleep,
it's resetting itself.
Yeah, if it ever goes to sleep, you basically restart. So go in there and keep that thing awake the entire time. You can go into your settings on your phone and you can hit never sleep and it'll stay on, and then you can take it back. Once your video loads, you can take it back down to however many seconds or minutes till lock time that you want. I think I've got like a 2-minute lock time or something like that. It's from the start of the process. I would have to see that, Wendy. I'm really hoping that maybe someday we can be at the same place, because I would like to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Uploaded from phones, computers, iPads, you name it. And it's, it's always had to do with the service that I have, some kind of a setting in the phone, or if it ever goes to sleep anywhere in there. So I can video what I'm experiencing and send it to you. Okay, that'd be great. Do that. Wendy, does Christine have your number? Christine might have your number, and if she does, then send it to her, and then I'll watch it from hers if she has your number. Because I'd like to see what that is. Okay, good. Send it to Christine. So, but anyway, because I'd really like for you to be able to get through this problem that you're having right now, because there's nothing that can be more discouraging than wanting to put out a video. I know, because I lost that one dozer video for 2 years. And I was like, I was so happy whenever I got a new phone and it actually transferred over to my new phone, and I would be able to actually send that movie video out that had been there forever. Yes, it's hurting your channel. That's correct. Hey, Peter, how are you doing?
Absolutely. G'day, Peter. So I just want to let everybody know that we are now under tornado warning, wind gusts of over 100 kilometers an hour, 2.5 to 3 centimeter hail, which is over an inch, and flooding.
Cool.
Sounds like we're going to have an
sounds like a
interesting
normal day in Oklahoma.
I was going to say, it's just like being back down at Jim Giller. But it don't cost me no $3,000.
Yeah, that's good sleeping weather there.
Come here, bud. You're not liking it, eh?
Yeah, we just. Oh, that's good sleeping weather. I love hearing that on the roof. A tornado hit Windsor the summer before I moved. Okay.
I got a big baby.
I'm trying to think of a place a tornado hadn't hit here.
Oh, we've already had
Let's name towns that tornadoes haven't hit in Oklahoma. Let's see here.
Yeah, exactly.
A tornado has not hit Owasso ever. Oh, wow.
Fact find that.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Yeah, his little heart's going a mile a minute here. I can see my front tree just bending away, and he's not liking this. One hit in 1977, Christine said.
Yeah, in Owasso. Yeah. She's trying to fact check me on that deal now, I guess. I was actually living just not very far from I will say uploading from a Windows computer is way easier. Okay. I don't have any problem with an iMac. I mean,
I don't have any problems, and I just use my
iMac
upload.
Just blows right through it. But I'm trying to figure out a way it could be even easier. Yeah, we've had a lot of tornadoes real close to us. We had I used to live just about a mile as the crow flies from where we're sitting right now, years and years ago. And I remember a tornado coming through there and just, it was horrible. But that was a while back.
Okay, can I put you down now? See? The rain stopped. Why don't you go see? Why don't you go see what's going on?
The one thing I don't like about a Windows computer is I used them for a billion years in work and stuff like that. The fact that they can be like, let's just say they're virus magnets for one thing.
That's why I won't use an Android phone.
Yeah, iMacs, the iPhones and stuff like that, you usually don't have too much trouble with anything like that. I normally don't have any problems, but all of a sudden she's having problems.
Did you
I remember you having problems back, Wendy, because you at one time you changed you like start a new channel. That and all kinds of stuff because you were saying that they weren't letting you upload movies and all kinds of stuff.
No, she wasn't getting watch hours for her.
Oh, she wasn't getting watch hours. Okay. And I know watch hours fall off, after 365 days of when you get them. So, your watch hour will always be changing. It'll be, if you've had YouTube for more than a year, say you've had YouTube for a couple of years, you're going to see your watch hours change every single day. Because 365 days, if you had a video that, was, now I can't even get into my Mrs. channel. Oh, okay. That's
good. Holy jumpins. That's crazy.
They froze ours for several years. Wendy, they're out to get you. That's all I can say. They're out to get you.
Exactly.
It's you. They're out to get you.
Like, I just don't
I
understand.
mean, me and Scott have never posted anything or said anything controversial or anything like that on
Yeah, that's it. We're good,
ever.
we're good little altar boys.
Yeah, we're the altar boys of YouTube. So we have never. So, but obviously, you've done something to YouTube that me and Scott, for some reason, haven't done to YouTube, and
No, I've always been
never
able to
got into
upload.
trouble or got a strike. Well, see, then you're behind us on that deal. They
Maybe
hate
that's
you,
what
but
you
you've never
gotta
got in
do.
trouble or got a strike. Well, maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe you need to wear like a big flag shirt in your next video or something. And got a big USA flag on it or something. And say something patriotic in the middle of your video.
Yeah. Say God bless.
Yeah, say God bless.
You're
Like I
right.
do at the end of every single video.
Why do you think I stopped?
I figured out people
Somebody
don't like
told
a
me that if
43-minute video from you. Well, that's possible, Dale. It might be what people that sub to your channel are used to and stuff like that. Typically, all my videos are long, and you know what? However many people watch the videos, however many people watch the video. So,
you know what? If
If
you're
they-
getting the same amount of views with a short video as a long video, do the long. You're getting more watch hours.
so
You're getting more views.
So yeah, I think I heard the secret. I heard us. Somebody was talking the other day about. We always talk about keeping somebody for 30 seconds in a video. You need to snag them at least for 30 seconds to get a watch.
Mhm.
But then I think the next one is 8 minutes. If you can
But-
hold them for 8 minutes in your video.
I thought it was 1 minute, 5 minutes, and then 8 minutes is demonetized. They won't pay you unless it's 8:01.
It's
And
that's
then
a
don't go
possibility.
over.
I know 8 minutes is a goal that I strive to get.
Yeah. Well, I
So
was told right at the get-go, like before I was even monetized, never release a video short of 8 minutes because you get nothing for it.
well, you do with a short. I know that.
Well, yeah, now that they've introduced shorts, but I've been, well, I guess I'm coming on to being monetized for 2 years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but yeah, if you're seeing in your algorithm, what people like on your channel and stuff like that.
Yep.
So me, I tell you what, there's one channel that I like to watch, which is Andrew Camarada, and that's the name of the channel. If he ever releases a video that's under an hour long, I'm disappointed. I really am. I mean, Andrew Camarada is a channel that I like to watch like you'd watch a movie. So if he has a 2-hour video come out, I'm like fist pump in the air and everything else, and I'm on that deal.
So Jesse and I, there's a guy that Jesse and I both watch. He does concrete. And his videos range anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. I think yesterday's video was an hour and 8 minutes. And people watch his full video. Like, I'd love to see his analytics.
Yeah. And what's really
Because-
funny is, since we've got this TubeBuddy deal, you can see people's
Yep.
like SEO scores and things like that on a video.
Yeah.
And it's really funny because I go into like, we're always told to make sure we got these really great SEO scores and things like that on our videos. And we strive to do that. And then you go to one of these really big channels and their SEO scores like 0. You know what I mean? It's because they don't do any of the stuff that is required to get that up. But they have a fan base, and this is one of the things that it's really weird. YouTube is an odd deal. There's some channels that have fan bases.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what people. I mean, I was watching Whistling Diesel the other day, big fan base channel.
Mhm.
He actually did a video that half of it was just a blank white screen and he had a title on it said, "Just because I can put a white screen up, people will still watch," type deal. And because
That's a
people
little
watch it
cocky.
no matter what. Okay.
That's a little cocky, though.
He is. He's very. So every once in a while, he would just put up a white screen and said, "Just because I can," and it would sit there for a little while, and then he would go back in the video, and then it would go white screen again, and then "Just because I can," and then because people will watch, they will go all the way through it, and and then so some people can take and make videos and they'll get the same amount of watches. I've been watching this for a while. They'll get, like, you'll see they'll put out a video and say they get 3,000 views on their videos.
Yep.
You watch, and almost every single one of their videos has 3,000 views on it. You don't see a big video. You don't see a 3,000 view, 3,000 views, 3,000 view, and then all of a sudden 47,000 views is what I'm getting at. You see 3,000 views. It's a fan base channel. They're fans.
Okay.
They're the same people watching the videos. Okay. So then you get a channel that will have 300 views, 200 views, 120 views, 76,000 views. Okay. That's a different kind of a deal. And that's where the Gillum Farms channel is. Gillum Farms channel's they have just a few views on this video, a few views on this one, ton on this other one, few on that one, bunch here, etc., etc. It's not a fan video. It's not a fan channel. So, but I like it because it gets me to different. I guess it gets it out to different audiences and stuff every once in a while.
That probably does. Yeah, absolutely.
I like knowing that I can put out a video that could do thousands and thousands and thousands upon views. I like being able to knowing that can happen at any time. But there's a lot of other channels that I watch, and their videos are just like this. They get the same exact 2,500 to 3,000 views every single video. And those are good money makers. I mean, they are, because they know how many videos they have to put out a month, and they know how many views they're going to get on the videos. And they know basically they can set their paycheck because they know how many they're going to get. We don't know. Some months are really good for us, and some months are, not as good.
So I watched a YouTuber, and I forget who it was. It was somebody that's up there, and they said that there's a way to trick the algorithm. You can create a short and edit it and still put it into the shorts. You just have to go #short, #shorts, and it will go up as a short, and you trick the algorithm, and you can play with a short, and apparently that helps throw it out to a whole new audience. I haven't tried it yet myself.
I guess I missed most all of that, because you said you can make a short, and then you
can edit, like, normally if you go on to your YouTube, you hit short, and you record it and then put it up.
No, I record it, and then I put it out. I don't record shorts in real time.
Well,
I never record a short in real time.
I was always told that's the only way you could do a short.
No,
So
I
I
video.
went with it the other way.
I video it, and then whenever I go into, to create a short, I create a short off a clip that I've already videoed on my phone, and then also I do a lot of shorts off of remixes off of videos that I've already put out.
Okay.
So the remixes are basically a ad for your video. So it links itself back to the actual video. So if somebody sees 15 seconds of your video and goes, that was interesting, then they can click and they can actually go to the actual video and maybe watch the entire video. It's kind of like an ad for it.
Okay.
Some videos have really good remix spots all the way through them, and you can use those. But a lot of times I'll just go out, like I'll be out the cattle pasture. Danny will do something silly or something, I think's kind of cool. And I'll just throw my phone up and I'll just record him real quick. And then, and I don't send it out right then because I've also found out that times that you put shorts out has a lot to do with it. Like for me, early morning is a death sentence for something, anything. If I put out a video early in the morning, if I put a short out early in the morning, it's not going to go. There's certain times it'll go. Shorts for me are like
shorts I put out just before supper.
Yep.
And a video I'll put out at anywhere from 5 to 8 a.m. And it seems to work for me. And Jesse's the same.
It's all in your algorithm. Because everybody has a different algorithm because they have a different base.
Well, that's it.
So what I do is, videos go out in the afternoon, late evening, because mine are the getting off work crowd. And then shorts are, around 9 o'clock at night, thereabouts. Yeah. And it's because I think it's because people going to bed. They got to wind down. So they go to watching some shorts, while they're winding down, just little funny things.
And another trick that I've learned over the years.
Quicker. Your your short takes off quicker because, like I said, there's a lot of people in the, this is just my experience, guys.
Yeah.
If you got something else going on,
do you?
Yeah, that's why this is this. There's no competition with this. None. There's zero competition in YouTube. It's just the way you and whatever you want to do with it.
Exactly.
And if I can help you anywhere at all, if doing what I say helps you in any way, I am so happy because I'm not one of them people that's gonna hide things and tell you,
that's why I told Glenda
do this or that. I want I think Jesse said something the other day about some subs coming over from our channel to his channel. And I was like, I wish every sub would come from our channel to his channel.
Absolutely.
And your channel and Dale's channel and Wendy's channel. And, I wish all of them would. Yes. Sharing is caring. Absolutely.
And that's why I told Glenda to play the music, because really, what's $10 if 20 people enjoyed the water and the music?
Right.
It's nothing. I'm not in it to make money. Yeah. I'm in it to cover my costs.
But to help yourself on that, Scott, what you really need to do is take the if that's what you're thinking, instead of letting them put a warning on your thing, on your actual live and do stuff like that, it might be better just to go right to demonetization on the live, and demonetize.
I don't even monetize it. Right now, I never, because again, I don't want my folks to have to sit here and look through for the people that are here for the live. That's an extra perk. Right. I don't turn on my commercials till after my live.
Yeah.
Then my commercials go on. So if you're here live, you're not gonna have to sit and watch commercials.
Yeah. Well, you also wouldn't have to do them and if you click that option to where you put in the commercials at the breaks that you pick, it'll never put in a commercial in the middle of your live. If you check that option, it will play a commercial right at the very beginning of your live, but it won't have them throughout it. You'd have to pick the points that you wanted. So you can still monetize while you're live and only have the commercial at the front. And that's why some people will play some music at the very beginning. Some people will have the little countdown clock going off at the beginning. So that takes care of it during that commercial that they're going to throw up immediately.
Yep.
Some people play a little video clip or something that they've done already. And I think Dale does that. You don't see commercials through the live. You see the commercials just at the very beginning. So
yeah. No, I don't know. I just
there will be one at the first. If you do the allow YouTube to put in a commercial, at what they call breaks in the video.
Yeah. Every time Johnny
live,
and I talking,
every little bit they're going, they're going to put in a commercial. And I've been in lives like that. And it's very aggravating for people who are in the live because you're like, wait, what? I what? I missed some, because they're trying to wait that however many seconds they got to wait to click skip, to get out of that commercial. And, but yeah, I don't see them I only see the one at the beginning, Dale, on yours. And, but I have seen other channels where they have them live.
Oh, absolutely. And, any of the bigger channels that they're here for the money,
mm-hmm.
they put the 15 to 20 commercials in from, and you watch them. They're not skippable.
Right.
It's because they've clicked the no skip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, get down.
That's true. That's true. And I have been in lives like that. And usually that's about the point where I leave the live.
Yep.
Because there's two things about a live that'll, and I'm seeing all the folks out here that are
exactly,
hopping and doing the thing. I don't turn on until after the live is over. Jesse, that's right. He doesn't do any of that until it's over. Do not like ads and lives. So the thing is there's a couple of things about lives that, and Christine goes, I think if I don't have 1,000 views in 2 to 3 hours of my short post, then it's a failure. It might take off the next day, but usually not. And like I said, that a lot of that has to do with timing and the title of the short and stuff like that. But anyway, so on your lives, if you don't acknowledge your folks over here, if you
absolutely
ignore them, some channels are so big they can do that.
A lot of people, and I'm seeing more and more channels are, and I do find it hard whenever you have somebody up, you're trying to interact, and you get deep into conversation, and it's taken me years to flip my eyes over to the chat every now and again, and then if somebody's talking, I'll throw up their ad here, just to acknowledge that I see them.
Yeah, Jennifer, on that one right there, recommended, if you, and Dale's good about this, he'll put in that he'll do his little countdown, and then he has his video that he puts in there, and then so that way, if those ads come up, you're not missing anything. All it is it's still in the countdown phase, and it's still in the maybe the little, 9-acre pre-video or something like that. And I'm hoping that's what happens with ours as well. I'm hoping that while that little video is playing, that's whenever all that happens. And then whenever we go live, all you see is us going live. He gets a lot of views after, so I need to monetize our live. Jesse and I have talked about it. He gets a lot of views after his live. We do not, so I need to monetize our live. So, yeah, and a lot of the times ours is not monetized, but sometimes it is. But whenever it is, we don't do it to where there's a actual video that comes out in the middle of the live. We make sure that option is turned off.
Yeah, you see, Jesse and I, we, I usually get about double the amount that watch it later, especially this one, because people can't watch it all during the day, but they know that we're usually, goofing off or we'll get into a serious conversation. And, there's my Thursday is a little bit lighter than my Friday. And people understand that, and this, I get a lot of lurkers, and I also get a lot of rewatches. And I mean like rewatches right after the live. And trust me, I'm okay if people go in and, comment on the rerun. You don't have to watch it, just comment. Because you've already watched it once, so it won't give me a second view. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's all kind of little quirks with. I mean, if you watch YouTube enough and
Yep.
pay attention enough and watch your analytics enough, you can see what works, what doesn't work. And like I said, and then your own personal things, like you go into a live, say, the one thing for me is if I go into a live and I hate that I'm this way, but I am. It's I feel like I'm in too huge a crowd. And I get into the live and there's like, 400 or 500 people in the chat, and they don't have it on any kind of a slow down mode or anything like that. I can't keep track of it. I mean, it just blazes past me, and I can't do it. I can't watch that. And the folks that are actually on the screen, they're not ever acknowledging them, so they're not being personable with people. Then I just go somewhere else because
they're out for views and money.
I can't.
If they don't interact with the people on the other side, and I'm sorry, I mod for somebody who's got over 125,000 people. He will do his darndest to say hello to everybody in his chat. Now, whenever he's got 1,000 people in there, he picks more the membership folks because it highlights them. They're a different color. They're easier to see for them. And so on and so forth. So, where I know, even myself, whenever I had Miss Alone on, Rob, and Adam and them, we had 200 or 300 in the chat. Like, I had to depend 100% on my mods but again, that's why you have amazing mods like, yourself, Christine, Jesse. You'll start throwing out links, interacting with people, answering questions. That's what a good moderator does.
Yeah.
They help you out whenever you get into tight situations.
Right. It's like I said, and that's the reason I'm not, I mean, I know there's some really big channels that have lives that, you know, in the homesteading community, you know, there's a bunch over in Arkansas and stuff like that. And I'm not in their lives. And the reason I'm not in their lives because because of the things we've been talking about here. It's not because I don't like them. I like them just fine. I like them just fine. It's just if I can't keep up with it, then I'll just go, well, I'll just watch a video. I'll just watch a video they made because unless the live, you know, basically here it goes. Say the live says what they're going to talk about in the title. It says, okay, we're going to talk about our meetup. And I want to learn about the meetup. Yeah, I'll go to the live so I can learn about the meetup. Or we're going cruising Alaska, you know.
Yeah.
And I want to learn about, I'll go to the live to make sure I learn about it and stuff like that. But if it's a generalized, just a regular chat night, you know, and we're just going to talk about what we did this week, which I can probably watch on one of their videos, because they videoed it, so I can watch it on their video. I'm probably not going to go to the live because I can't if I can't keep up with the chat, and I can't keep up with them per se because I don't feel like they really realize I'm even here, then I'll just watch the video.
Bingo. And that's why I try to at least say everybody's name minimum once. And, you know, once, like today, whenever we got interactive, what?
Oh, I was just, if I could highlight Dale's deal, I would right now. It says, there it is. Yep. Yep. So the biggest channel on YouTube, I have no idea what it is. I know Mr. Beast is very large on YouTube. I'm sure there are others, but I'm not sure what the biggest one is.
Yeah. Another one that drives me nuts is I like to use the person's channel name and their real name. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I'm like scatterbrained with the meds that I'm on, and I just draw blank.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I try to address everybody by their channel name and their real name.
I'm real bad about just saying their name. I'm real bad about that, like Wendy.
I said I try.
You know,
I always get it right.
And you know, being us Odyssey down there, I always just say Beth. Hey Beth, how's it going? You know.
Well,
and it's because I know who those folks are.
Well, you know, it's either Beth or Neil, one of the two.
But they're good folks. I love Beth and Neil.
Oh, absolutely.
And Wendy. Oh, Wendy was a joy. Wendy was wanting to so bad to throw more beanbags at Brian's cornhole boards.
Yeah.
I mean, just wanting to throw those things. Oh my God. Lots of people say if they don't get acknowledged in a live, they leave and don't come back. We have witnessed that, Wendy. We have witnessed that. I mean, and that's the reason why it's pretty important to try to catch everybody if you can, acknowledging. And I know if your channel gets too big, it'd be real hard to do that. And I'm probably going to say this right now, and I may regret it later. But if our channel for some unknown reason grew to a point, got big enough to where we had so many people that we couldn't acknowledge them in the chat, we would probably not have lives anymore. And because I don't want to alienate folks, if at all possible. That was so much fun. Yes, I can tell how competitive you are, Wendy. I can tell. She's like, Give them to me again. Give them to me again. I said, wait a minute. We got somebody else.
Yeah, she didn't care if there was anybody else. She wanted
hang on. Have we gone all the way through it yet?
it. Yeah.
Not yet. Hang on. What is AG?
In what sense?
Huh? Yeah.
I don't know. In what context do you mean AG?
Oh, I do drink a green AG drink. It tastes horrible, but it's healthy. That's what Christine said.
Oh, AG1.
She said she drinks an AG drink. It tastes horrible, but it's healthy.
I can't.
I don't know. She'll have to tell you.
I can't drink it. I've tried it. It's wickedly expensive, and it gives me instant migraines. Yeah.
Followed 2 channels that did lives when they were smaller, but they stopped when they couldn't interact with each person. I agree with that. I really do agree with that because Athletic Green. Okay.
Yeah. But isn't it AG1 is the name? Or is Athletic Green a different one?
No,
Yeah.
I kept asking so I wouldn't cut anyone off. I love playing cornhole.
Sure, Wendy. We'll go with that.
Butler said he's still here, he's just listening. So
Old Jerry's always lurking around.
is this
corner.
it?
Yep. That's it.
AG.
1.
And you find it taste bad? I didn't find it tasted really that bad, but it gave me instant headaches. I don't know if it's a preservative in there, but there's not supposed to be preservatives.
I think it's because it's taking all the crap out of your body. It's like what do you call that? Detoxing you. So it takes.
Oh, well. The devil's
I had headaches too when I first started drinking it.
Oh, okay.
Now, if it continues after months, then yeah, it's probably something in it.
Yeah, I tried it for a week and I just couldn't handle the headaches. I don't like headaches, so.
Oh yeah, I couldn't. I hate headaches of any sort. So Wendy's telling the truth, she says.
Sure.
Hey,
we'll go with that, Wendy.
We'll go with intent. Okay. The intent you had and what, so if that was the intent that you had, that's great. I was sitting here, I think what it was, we were going through the line and we were like, okay, if nobody hits it, we're going to start over again. And Wendy was like wanting to be number 1 when we started over again. She was wanting to be the first thrower when we started over again. So she kept asking because there were people that kept coming up, and I think she was wondering if they were new or if they were starting over or if they had already thrown or we didn't say you would cheat, Wendy. That's not it. It's not.
Yes,
cheating.
yes, Jesse, but you know what? Takes one to know one.
I didn't say you were cheating. I just said you were really wanting to be that.
You were eager.
First one on the second round, I guess you'd say.
You were extremely eager.
You don't say cheap or cheap. Y'all leave Wendy alone. Whatever you said.
We didn't say anything bad.
Absolutely, Troy. And that's sometimes.
That's right.
And I think Johnny can actually back me up, and Christine, and not every time you want to go live, but we know that somebody might need what we're going to say that day.
Yeah, it's just.
I want to visit. That's my time to visit with our community.
Well, that's it. But, it's you never know. And I've been given letters that brought me to tears that, and I won't even say his name, but he brought me to tears with a letter that if I wouldn't have went live that day, he doesn't know if he'd still be alive the next day.
This is true. You never know what people are going through. You never know
And
what people are going through. And if they're going through too much and they don't want to watch your live, they just won't be in your live.
that's right.
But if they want to watch, if they want to, and they want to watch your live, and then
Yep.
all of a sudden you don't go live,
Yep.
when they were anticipating it, it really messes with some people's day. Like me on Thursday, if Scott don't go live, I'm messed up for the whole day. I might as well just go back to bed.
And you know what? You get used to a routine. And, you know, Johnny and I, and whenever Jesse's feeling good, he'll pop up, or Glenda will pop up. We'll have our laughs and we'll get serious. We'll have more laughs. But that is our 2 to 3 hour brain relief. And then I sign off knowing that gives people 3 hours to get done what they need to get done, either get supper made, get supper ready, and have supper with Christine and Johnny. And then they start their evening routine.
Yeah.
And it's as much a routine to us as what it is to yourself, Troy. Like, it becomes part of our life. And I've been doing Procrastination Thursdays now for, well, minimum 3 years. But I think it's even over 3 years now. And I can probably count, except for, a few, but either Glenda's helped me out. That's why I try to always get somebody to take my time.
Yeah.
Knowing full well that somebody might just need to see and hear our sarcastic voices.
Yeah, they might want to hear what Sparkle Socks is doing this week, or what our nut job we got here doing this week.
And I'm not pointing this at Troy whatsoever, but I'm just saying in general, somebody might need a laugh. Well, they come here to get a laugh because God only knows what's coming out of our mouths.
That's right.
We don't even know what comes out. So,
yeah.
But it weighs on our heart as much as it does the people that need us.
Yep. Wendy, by the way, we'll be live at 5 Central today.
Yeah, tell us about tonight, Johnny.
It's Homestead Hangout night, guys. 5 o'clock, Gillum Farms. We started
6 o'clock Eastern.
5 o'clock Central
6 o'clock, Joey and Ginger.
Middle of the country, 5 o'clock, and then 6 o'clock, middle of the country, it's White Rock Homestead. 7 o'clock will be Ginger Not For Nothing Homestead, and then 9 Acre Family Farms at 8 o'clock. And they're going to play Cahoots tonight because I got a thing on my phone that actually shows that they're going to be doing Cahoots. Now, last week, Dale and them kind of had an issue. They started their live. They were like 10 or 15 minutes into their live. And all of a sudden, Lisa looks over at Dale and goes, "The pigs are out." And you could just see, just see the deflation in Dale's face right then. The pigs are out. Sorry, guys. We're going to have to shut this down. We had Cahoots all set up, but we're going to have to shut this down because we got to get pigs in. And I think I talked with Dale later, and he said it was like 3 o'clock in the morning when they finally got the last of the pigs in.
No. And he had to go to school the next morning.
Yeah. And, I've seen the domestic terrorist, and that's what they call it. They name their pigs the domestic terrorist. I have seen them in person with my own 2 eyeballs here. And I can only imagine how big they are now from what they were then. And getting those things in, oh my goodness. I'm sure there was a lot of feed involved in trying to get those pigs back in the pen, because once they get out and they look around, they go, man, there's all kinds of stuff out here we can kind of get into and eat. So, but anyway, yeah, I felt bad for them last Thursday. They had to jump off for that. But anyway, that's the homestead hangout lineup.
Jesse just posted the homestead hangout. So go in, click the notify now.
Jennifer asks, what are the Mountain Dews and root beer floats replaced with now? That must be hard to just cut out the pop. It's literally like an addiction. Yeah. I cut it out. It's completely gone. So I drink tea with Splenda in it. And that's pretty much it. Sometimes Christine has some I think they're Coke Zeros or something like that. So I'll drink a Coke Zero.
Debbie's trying to kill me. She bought me a full case
of Dr. Pepper. Folks. That's the real deal right there, too.
It's not even open. And it's sitting right beside me on the kitchen table. And
so cutting out Mountain Dew for me is a really big thing. I think it would be akin to someone who smokes, just throwing their pack of cigarettes away and just all of a sudden not smoking one day and just keeping going like that. Because it's a Mountain Dew. If you guys know me, Mountain Dew is a big thing. I mean, I wake up drinking Mountain Dew. It's right there on the nightstand. As soon as I wake up, I'm in it.
Well, then
before I get my truck, I've got another one. Before, et cetera, all the way through the day. It's my drink, I think, with my meals. Yeah. It is also the drink that I end the day with. I'm drinking Mountain Dew when I go to sleep. So leaving that, yeah, big deal.
And doesn't Mountain Dew have the most caffeine of any pop there is? Like any soda?
I don't know.
I think I read that once. Jesse, fact find me.
I'm not sure. I know I went through what I like to call the keto flu. I've been dealing with that, where you just feel generally bad all day.
So we got to shout out, the four sisters.
Yes.
We can't forget about her.
Yep. Four sisters, Monday night, digging in the Word, 7 p.m. Central Time, guys. I don't know what that is in Scott time, but
we're always an hour ahead of you. So if you want to know what's going to happen in an hour, call me.
So, yeah, Christine says she's proud of me. I did it before. I did. 2011, one day I put everything down, and I think it was September of 2011, and I didn't drink Mountain Dew till about 2018, I think, again. So
see, I quit smoking in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on and off of pop or soda, whatever. But this has really helped me this time.
Yes, and also,
now that I've got something that, is zero sugar, trust me, I was walking out and planting that tree, and I just about fainted.
Oh, wow.
Coming off a pop is or soda, pop, whatever. It's nasty.
Yeah.
And it was so hot out. My body was, craving sugar and whatever. I was getting lightheaded and everything else. On the weekend, I drank 5 of these.
Oh, wow.
Saturday and Sunday while I was outside planting. So.
Yes. Christine was putting that. Don't forget about Butler Family Farms Live at 5:30 CST on Mondays. That's correct. And I do go to that live whenever I'm able to. I'm in Jerry's and them's live. 5:45. Oh, he changed it. Okay, it was 5:30. Now it's 5:45. Okay.
Most of the time I'm there. I'll go in and say hi, and then I'll just sit back and lurk. because it's about 6:45 here, so I'm trying to water the
Yeah, they
plant.
do that secret word thing, and if you were there the week before, they had the secret word.
Yeah.
You know, like it was summertime a couple of weeks back, and stuff like that. So they'll do these secret word things, and then they'll have a hashtag on it, and it's pretty cool. Check it out. So let's see here. Oh, Christine's saying I'm sorry because she hit it wrong. But anyway, yeah, it's changed. I mean, they start at 5. I mean, I remember when they started that Monday night deal, it was 5 o'clock. And then after that, it was 5:30. Now it's 5:45. And so it just keeps, it's evolving, I guess you'd say. I'm sure it's probably because of the amount of daylight time and stuff that there is.
Jesse,
right
is your head spinning? How can lemonade have more caffeine?
Panera Char's
Mountain Dew.
lemonade. Panera Char's lemonade. Mountain Dew is the 12th most caffeine of all of the drinks. Okay.
Wow. I always thought it was up near like number one.
There's so many energy drinks, right? I mean, so many of those like
That's
fuel
true.
and
I should have prefaced that with 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I thought it was number one.
I'm sure years ago Mountain Dew was probably number one. Many years ago, but you know, now they've got so many things. You know, they got that NOS, you know, stuff. They got the, you know,
that is good.
Yeah, Mountain Dew Kickstart has 90 milligrams of caffeine. So,
like, if that don't wake you up, folks, you may be looking for a casket.
If you get bored, come on over to the farm. Get bored, come on over to the farm. Be right back. Dog has to go out. Okay.
Sorry, I read that a whole lot different. I was like, bored, come to the farm. Dog's got to go. I'm like, oh my God, what did the dog do?
That is a soda called lemonade. Okay, so it's actually it's a pop called lemonade.
I've never heard them. Obviously, is a U.S.
See, that would be like false advertising right there. That right there, they catch you with this. Oh, it's just lemonade, guys.
Yeah,
that's all it is. It's not bad for you.
Or what is that that cleans the liver? My God, I have it on the counter. Little red balls. Oh dear God, that's bugging me now.
I was trying to finish. Sorry, I need help on the farm when the dog is wanting to go out. You need help to take your dog out? Fenced in yard, Wendy. That's my word for this week. Followed by fenced in property.
Cranberry juice.
Cranberry
so
juice.
If you look at cranberry juice, now this one here is the no name, no sugar added, but let's see here. 1 cup, 27% sugar. No sugar added. Whoops, sorry. No sugar added. There's 27% is sugar. Thank God they didn't add it.
What they're saying is cranberries are 27% sugar automatically.
Yeah, but cranberries are not sweet.
No, they're not.
So, okay, they may not be adding sugar, but they're adding something to it.
Well, I mean, it's not sweet, but it doesn't mean it doesn't have sugar in it.
And it's there's
kind of like ketchup. Ketchup is not sweet, but it has sugar in it.
Yeah, well, look at there's 27 grams of sugar. in this bottle, there's 20 grams of sodium, 225 milligrams of potassium, 30 milligrams of calcium, 0.2% of iron, and 60 milligrams of vitamin C. So what this is saying is it's full of salt and sugar. But, folks, no sugar added.
That's more of that false advertising stuff.
And that's why people are like, you know what? I don't understand why I'm gaining weight.
Yeah. All I'm having is this.
Yeah, I stopped soda. This has got more sugar in it than soda. I bet you it does. Let me read the soda can here.
Oh, he's breaking into his Dr. Pepper.
No, it's on the bottom. So a can of soda is 38 grams of sugar.
So it's got more.
Yeah. Now, by volume, 1.89 liters. So you're about 4 cans. So there'd be a little less in a can of soda than what there is in fruit juice. Man, oh man. And normally what I do is I don't use refined sugar. I'll use maple syrup or honey to sweeten my stuff. I tend to like honey in coffee. It just adds a different taste to coffee. But
so
oh, Jesse.
Cranberry clickbait.
Exactly. You know, but then again, there's your false advertising of and people don't know to look at these labels. That's why they put the labels on.
But it's a better sugar because it's natural.
Bull.
I never understood the sugar thing. Okay, help me here. Sugar cane. Okay.
Yep.
It's sugar.
It's the water out of the sugar cane.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So it's sugar though, right?
Yep.
Okay. So if you have something that says, like Beth said, but it's better sugar because it's natural. Is that? I mean, I know there's refined sugar, and I guess that's the worst part. Processed sugar, raw sugar is better in moderation. Okay.
It is. A lot of coffee places have, it's a brown, it'll say raw sugar, and it's like a brownish tinge. That's because they haven't bleached it to make it white. So, and all they do is to make brown sugar is add molasses. That's all you do to add for brown sugar is they take raw sugar or refined sugar, add molasses, and you got brown sugar. And yes, Jesse, your honey makes your coffee. Your honey makes your breakfast. Your honey, oh no, you've got a sprayer for that. Your honey does everything.
Oh, cosmic brownies are bad for you. Who knew? Who knew that cosmic brownies were bad
Look
for you?
at that. That's fake advertising.
But
What's she coming to check now? What
She's just making sure I'm all right. She thinks I've had some sage tea or something.
No. You don't have to worry about us two drinking that.
She said I'm going downhill fast.
Oh man. There you go.
You should have seen her. She was standing right here, and she about everything. She was drinking, and everything come out her nose. I said that.
That's not a sight we want to see.
Oh, it's funny.
So there's the fact finder.
The least refined cane sweeteners are referred to as unrefined. All other cane sugars are highly refined, even the so-called raw. So, what does refining do to sugar to make it more sugar? What is it like?
I think it just drains off the liquid, and you're left with more pure sugar. That's only. There you go.
Unrefined and raw sugars come straight from the freshly harvested cane. And then so you dry it out. So basically you dry all of that stuff out, and what's left is actual sugar, I guess you'd say. And then
I think so. Oh, there you go. Unrefined sugars end up 8 to 14% molasses.
And raw sugars with 2 to 8%.
2 to 8.
So help me understand this. Is molasses like really sweet?
It's a sweetener.
And then if you have less of it, just saying.
Yeah.
Jesse is never wrong. Except for when he's wrong, guys.
Yeah.
So what is sorghum? I don't know what sorghum is.
I think, well, isn't that just a processed different type of sugar?
Pure raw sugar is alkaline. Processed sugar is acidic.
Wow, we're getting far too deep.
I mean, we're getting deep into the sugar thing.
We're diving deep into sugar.
Deep. And because it is sold only to refinery. Crude raw sugar is highly. Wow. The bottom line is one sugar is not necessarily better than another. Each one is good for some application, not for others. Each and every one has its own distinctive qualities with essential difference. You know, I can tell. I'm like sitting here going, I can see Jesse typing this. I'm like, I can see Jesse copy and pasting this.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Piggy.
Piggy. What's going on, brother?
And entertainment and more with DJ is back.
He's 100% talking to Uncle Google.
Yeah, I like Duck, Duck, Go.
There you go. There you go, Troy.
Okay. So now there's sorghum. All right. So I was trying to figure out what he said. It was sorghum, and I was like, so sorghum. Sorghum is a cereal grain that is widely produced around the world.
They say that the sorghum it's better than like Splenda or any of those poisons. They say sorghum is a natural.
So sorghum is different than sorghum?
I'm honestly, there's so many different. I think they just lick and stick a different name on the same packaging of a whole bunch of stuff.
So there's Randy. Hey, Randy.
Hey, Randy.
Up on 90, just a waving away. Sorghum.
Give them the old
sweetened corn.
So they're saying that diabetics can use that in very low moderation without Well, I don't think anybody believes that the Splenda is good for you.
I feel like I'm on a episode of Craft and Chat or something right now. We're getting delving deep into sugar, molasses, sorghum, and stuff like that, and like the healthy eating and stuff.
We
like
even
that.
talked about
look, me and Scott. All right,
I know.
It's not like
not ginger and
it doesn't
Megamoo.
look like the people who would be doing a health. I mean, you'd think of us be going, yeah, sparkle socks and blah, blah, Brandon.
Well,
that's
beef.
what we would be talking about.
We talked about beef earlier.
But now we're into refined sugars. Sorghums, dopamine in our brains, etc., etc. Man, it's gone deep, guys. Deep. Really this is one you guys need to bookmark. A lot of learning in this one, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to throw up a couple hashtags on this one.
Yep. We talked about YouTube and time.
People are gonna watch it just
doing stuff and
yeah, right. Those two talked about what?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Sorghum is made from the sweet sorghum stalk, not the grain, while molasses is a byproduct of the sugar making process, comes from sugar beets and sugar cane. So what I'm getting out of this is sorghum is like gas and molasses is like diesel. Yep.
Yes. In the petroleum aspect of
petroleum
things,
aspect of it, if you looked at it, because diesel is a byproduct of creating gas.
Well, it used to be.
It still is.
Oh, it still is, but they don't charge that way no more.
No, they don't charge that way no more because they figured out they can make big bucks off of these guys that got diesels.
Exactly. Like Randy.
Yeah.
And Randy goes, ah, as he's filling up that old Peter Wacker.
Yeah. So they figured out that they can make, these guys over here with this diesel stuff, they got some money. Let's make some money off of those guys. So
absolutely. Well,
because I tell you what, everybody, the way it was going, the way the difference in gas and diesel prices, because no matter what, guys, it takes a lot less to refine to make diesel. Okay, a lot less. You go through a lot less steps to get your diesel. Everybody was going to see that. They were going to, here's what was going to happen. They were going to see, wait a minute. The diesel is cheaper to run than the gas car. So everybody was going to switch to diesel. They would have. I mean, by now, about the time that they switched it around to where, because used to, diesel was about half what gas was. It was quite a bit less.
Yes, it was.
I mean, I remember diesel being in the 50-cent range when gas was over $1. So then people started making diesel vehicles that you actually drive, not just big Peterbilts and stuff like that, Mack trucks and stuff like that.
Jettas.
They started making pickup trucks,
little Jetta cars.
With little cars with diesel engines and stuff like that, and they go, oh, wait a minute, we're gonna miss out here. Wait a minute, let's just make diesel a lot higher.
And then Jesse retired.
So they just flipped it. So they made diesel high, so people would be in gas and they think, oh, we're getting a bargain because we're in gas. No, you're still in the high market. It's just they put the diesel in the higher market.
Exactly. And Jesse thanks you because you're padding retirement.
There's no politics in that. I didn't say anything political, Christine. Nothing political. I can go there if you'd like me to, but I'm not going to. But but diesel, this thing, it's all about the almighty dollar on this diesel deal. Okay, because diesel technology was ramping up rapid.
Yep.
At that time. So,
Uh-oh.
and
Here we go.
better yet, I'd rather drive a diesel vehicle than a gas vehicle any day of the week. Any day. So
Yeah, there's a higher profit margin. So they're of course they're gonna make, you know.
oh yeah, that's exactly right, Jesse. They get a big profit off of diesel.
Yep.
Don't open, no, don't open that can. Like I said, I still would rather drive a diesel than a gas car. No matter what, I would rather
Yeah.
drive a diesel. It's like, we've got a Honda Civic out here that gets like 40 miles a gallon. We could jump in that dude and drive it down to Pinecone Fest or any of these meetups and stuff like that. While we jump in a flatbed one truck and go. And it's just, I don't know. It just seems more efficient to me. Think about it. Think about that for a minute. It seems more efficient. And you know what the efficiency is? If we see something on the way, a piece of farm equipment or a hay trailer or something like that, I don't have to go, oh, wait, let's go back to the house. I mean, we're already hours from the house. Let's go back to the house and get the truck and drive all the way back up. No, we got it. We're on it. We got the truck right there. We load that dude on there. We hook it up. We
Yes,
do what we gotta do, and we roll. Because whenever the price is right on something, you need to strike. You need to strike right then, and you need to take it right then.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't strike and then leave because they'll sell it again while you're gone. And then they'll say, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Here's part of your money back.
Yeah. Anyways, Johnny, I got to go get myself some pills because my shoulder's starting to kill me here. So.
Yeah, and I gotta eat something because like I said, I missed my biscuits my bacon and eggs this morning, so I got to eat something.
Well, I had fresh onion stalks from or green onion from the garden.
Oh.
And farm fresh eggs that I stole from the chicken last night.
Yep.
And I did have 2 pieces of toast. So, but that's all I've had last night.
Yep. So little mice and all. Anyway, it's been fun, Scott. So,
yes, it has. Again,
we've had a good chat today. I think we got a bunch of stuff.
I think we covered a lot and saved a few of the world's problems. And Jesse helped us out on the other end with all the facts.
Yeah, as much facts as you can get from Google, but yeah. So, but remember, 5 o'clock, guys. 5 Central Time.
No,
so,
yeah. Well, don't forget about Gin time. 6. Anyways, doodles.
Bye, guys.